all the shit that the DM let me do.
Oh,
I had like a stealth suit and a stealth belt. And so basically, I was able to walk into a room where there were people with guns trained on the door, stealth around them, and take out the packs of power out of each one of their guns before they even knew.
It
what
sounds
was going
like
on.
the guy from Marvel.
It sounds like
Who's
Kyle.
so fast you can't see him.
Well, I was fast and stealthy. I was invisible, and they had disadvantage on perceiving me.
Sounds like Kyle.
Yeah.
And I had like a plus
Yeah.
10 to all my stealth rolls or something crazy.
You realize he's
Maybe
going to do
more.
one to Space Barbie, right?
And I had advantage.
Oh no, that's
invisible,
why I
had
want to do
advantage,
this.
and like a plus 10 or more.
And I'm probably gonna
and they
have.
had disadvantage to perceive me. It was insane.
You don't want it?
Oh,
Carolyn, help.
It's got too much ice in it.
No, it's just for some reason everything's too sweet right now.
Everything's too sweet.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because the casserole was too salty and everything just tastes like overly sweet now.
Well, if you eat something savory before you eat something sweet, it amplifies the sweetness.
Yeah, no, that's why I think everything's too sweet.
Is that true, honey?
I don't know if it applies to the regard you're thinking of.
Oh, that's right. We're live.
Are we alive?
I
Really? Are we? Anyways.
I refrained from answering because I was going to go there.
You hereby exercise your Fifth Amendment right.
Sure.
Sure, that right. We are back.
From outer space. We just walked in
We're back.
here with that.
And welcome to the finale
What?
of the Keep on the Borderlands.
How is this a finale? No.
It's our finale.
Yep, it's the finale.
We're all gonna die.
Probably.
Finally.
Yep.
That's why it's
Hey.
called the finale.
I don't know. I've survived by the skin of my teeth several times.
But I
Yeah, but
haven't-
you showed off your new hit point pool because you leveled up. So
I haven't
pretty epic
exploded
for
with-
level 4.
I haven't gotten to explode with magic yet.
You will.
Let loose.
I tried. I used my ability and I didn't get a chance to cast a spell and explode.
Trying ain't dying.
It's so hard.
Oh man.
The journey begins at the beginning. A group of travelers finding their way through the Ashenador and the Rumadum Desert stumble upon a keep that sits high on a cliff. During their journey, they begin to uncover some rather nefarious and interesting things. Caravans being ransacked, patrol boats being found filled with stolen wares, and riverboats expressing concern about dangers along the riverbanks themselves. The team, after successfully freeing a stranger, someone who seems to be in charge of the keep, but upon arrival in Havenstead, they had discovered that he was actually already there and still in charge of the keep, as clearly somebody had replaced him with a double.
Poor Kevin Bacon.
Poor Kevin.
As we so dubbed him.
I feel like we need to get like a little miniature of actual Kevin Bacon just to.
The team then fulfilled their most recent requirement of going to a farmstead and trying to collect on a debt, only to discover that the farmstead was being used as a place to stash vast amount of weapons,
Smugglers.
as well as chemicals that were used in the markets that seemed to have an ability to affect the physical manifestation of small creatures into much larger creatures, causing them to become quite feral. The team then decided to journey to the Caves of Chaos in hopes of finally figuring out what was going on. Clearly, subterfuge, bribery, and the use of the power of the keep amongst the people there, as well as the caravans that journey through the free trades of the Ashenador and the Penegrip. But the team delve deeper into the Caves of Chaos. They discover kobolds worshiping Black Dragon. The remains of individuals that were killed by another party, although they're not sure how or why it happened. Before long, they delve even deeper into the darkest of the caves and discover a secret lair of a priest who seems to be in the midst of a ceremony that seems to raise dead creatures from a creature that lies in a form of a corpse on a slab of rock. He's in the midst of this ceremony. The team gathered in the shadowed hallways of the archway, looking into the room and watching this nefarious ceremony unfold.
Are we at this door?
As soon as I'm done.
No, we break a hole in the roof and dig a hole in the ground
I don't
and
think that's a
keep
good
them from
idea.
2 in.
They watch as a priest of nefarious necromantic kind of ability is raising dead entities from this corpse and sending them out to march and to possibly infest into the deepening areas of the keep on the Borderland. Here is the heart of where the plot seems to thicken most. Team stands in the hallway, watching. Oil placed on javelins and weapons being prepared, being put into hands and arms. Before we get to that, I need each of you to describe yourselves one more time.
Oh shit. I mean, okay.
Foxglove, as you look inside this chamber, seeing this activity going on, what does Foxglove look like?
If my description has changed, I apologize.
Would you like a picture of your character?
Foxglove is a fairy dressed all in purple. She's wearing armor. I'm looking up my armor right now.
Studded leather, I believe,
Is it?
because you wanted to be able to fly.
Yes, she's wearing studded leather armor because I wanted to be able to fly. All in purple, with purple tiara, and lots of weapons, long swords and warhammer and javelins, and she's very buff and strong, even though she's only 2 feet tall.
You took out the captain of the guards.
2.5 feet tall. 2.5 feet tall. She's
Goth,
smaller than a halfling.
as you stand amongst the fairy as well and the fae, looking into this chamber, what does Goth look like?
Glugzagon is big brown bugbear, 8 feet tall, massive arms, holding heavy hammer. Lots of little buckhorns in hair because of that one.
What? Okay, hear me out. What if because of all the little needle things she put in my fur, do I have thorns damage?
When headbutting,
When they attack him, they get damage.
I'll say that you get an extra D3 damage whenever you headbutt somebody.
I'm not gonna be doing much of that, but
and advantage in getting away from grapples.
oh my god, that's the thing.
Well, the fact that he's 8 foot tall and an athletics check
And I
of
can
probably
double my size because
25.
of the gauntlets I found.
That's right. The gauntlets of enlargement
Natural fate
go from
abilities.
Well, so
So
I read up
gauntlets of enlargement.
gauntlets of enlarge.
Sorry.
But
A
no,
long
so I
weekend
read
for
up.
you, huh,
I
babe?
actually
It
read up
has.
more on that ability.
more
That
like a
specific
long
ability of
beard.
bugbears, I only shrink to fit a smaller space.
Mhm.
I can't shrink in a space that I already fit in. I read up on it because I was curious because I'm
Right.
trying to learn, and if I want to learn to
What if we
DM.
put one hand above you and one hand below you and go like this.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's a spell. Unfortunately, it's a it kind of works like a passive spell. From what I was reading, the way it works is it's based off of the diameter of the space that I'm entering or in.
Correct.
So, and the same with the gauntlets of enlarge. If I want to enlarge, the space has to be big enough for me to enlarge.
Yep.
So that like I saw
No
gauntlets of enlarge.
exploding people from the inside.
So I saw gauntlets of enlarge, and I'm like, okay, now I'm curious. How does my natural race of passive ability work? So I went and I looked up things.
You don't need to
and
do
I'm
a Thanos. You know, the button.
Pia, as you watch Goth and Foxglove getting ready,
we have
What
javelins
does
ready
Pia
to
look
throw
like?
at the ranger, right?
Pia is
Okay.
a fairy from the Feywild. She's got a tail that looks much like a lion's tail. She has a hair red like fire and and a tail. My thing is talking to me for some reason.
Because you said you had a tail.
And she has a fiery poof at the end of her tail, and she's got the turquoise eyes that kind of glow and are just. She has a manic smile on her face at all times as she burns things.
sounds about right. Sounds like Pia.
Baby, do you want me to get you some water? Because I'm gonna go get some more tea.
Merriweather, what do you look like?
Well, there's happy, cheerful, sane mind, and then there's,
I'm 1 foot tall.
of course, there's the one that's the gothic, depressive one.
Yeah, the
Uh,
gloom in the room.
Gloom in the room,
We're-
absolutely.
We're
Where
the best of friends.
not with a broken wing anymore. Now I have
for them all.
I'm actually flying for the first time in a long time. Probably going like up and down very oddly because still getting used to it.
Out of practice.
Well, I
Absolutely
took
out of
heavy weapons
practice.
fighting. This isn't actually a great weapon. It's a heavy weapon.
I
But it
am
works out in my
blue
favor either
as
way
she is
because I have
purple.
proficiency.
She is red and green. I
I'm
am
proficient in heavy weapon
pale
fighting,
blue
so I
with
can also-
pale bluish white hair. I just look depressing all around. Like a ghost from Christmas past.
Oh, is that the +4?
As you guys both hover and keep your silence in the entryway, you have gained surprise because of your timing. You get to do one action and one action only, and then we roll for initiative.
Each or just one person?
Each person gets one free action.
Do bonus actions count?
One
Yeah,
action.
Just one action.
Can I use a bonus action?
One action. That's
Action.
what you get.
I always put them on the wrong ear. Action.
Putting on your ears. Putting
Yes.
on your ears.
I'm not gonna put the headband on today because
It's a thing.
well,
I mean, the whole point of the
I
headband
did
was
my
just
hair. I don't want to mess it up.
I did my hair. I don't want to mess it up.
the whole point of the headband was just to have a purple flower crown because you have a witch hat, but you don't have a purple flower crown.
Yes, I like mine. Well, I could wear my hat. Okay, so we're here.
Behind
Yes,
you?
that door is open, and that's where you guys currently are. I'm having kit troubles.
I could probably do something like hold person that would be useful, or I could do this.
Either way, though.
We'll just say the doors are open.
Either way, you're good. Oh, man.
Okay.
The problem is this thing won't lock anymore. Is the problem. Won't lock. I've got it tightened as much as I can, and it still won't lock.
Well, baby, why don't you move your dice roll and then pull the thing closer to the camera for him?
Do you want me to hold it and then see if I
It's
can?
the
it's
the
this.
cord.
It's
No, but I
it's
can-
not the cord.
no, the cord
It's-
is pulling it.
right. The
Yeah.
cord is pulling.
So yeah, pull the. There you go. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I was hoping to still make it so you guys could reach it, but I want to be able to at least.
I mean, if we
I've got to
got
get a new camera stand. This camera stand
Which fingers?
sucks.
one point.
And my finger.
Where's the other fingers?
I think ours might be in our bag. I'll
Check.
check.
If there's a red one, give that one to her. Because red.
I have to be able to use this at least once, and this is probably my best opportunity to do so. So I'm gonna have to do it. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh god.
Carolyn.
It's always great when you start it off with,
Okay.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Right.
Give me blue.
And then can you hand this one to Jason in case he needs it?
Oh, I get the pink one.
If you don't want it, I could trade you. It's almost as
Unless you
hot as
want the
red.
telescoping.
No, I'm good.
Well, I mean, I still kind of can't.
Oh, it's definitely longer.
It is.
I'm God.
All right. You guys get one action. What are you doing?
I cast needles mischief in the middle of them. It's
I believe-
What was the poison?
You put poison on both our
What was the
javelins.
poison?
Sorry. Let me go into my inventory.
My inventory.
Poison. Oil poison. I have used it once because I have 2/3 uses left. Any weapon, 3d6 poison damage. DC 15 con save. Avoid the poison to avoid the poison condition. Lasts for an hour per use. And I have 2 uses left.
She only did yours.
Yeah.
So if
Your
you want it,
Yeah,
now's
but
the
that would
time.
count as your action.
No.
She can oil up her stuff if she
Well,
wants.
no, you guys already did all that.
It says I still have 2/3 uses.
So she only did his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did one use of it on his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can retcon that you did hers too. That's fine.
If that's what she would like.
Sure.
Okay.
Now I have 1/3 use.
I think you
Now,
and I are.
If we kill the necromancer, that does not make all of his undead die, or it does make all of his undead die.
We'll always find out.
Would I know that as a paladin?
You can give me a religion check.
Guidance.
I'm gonna guidance
I've got a
from her.
holy. I actually know the answer to this unless it's changed in this new edition.
Well, it could change in the Jason edition.
That's true.
That's why it's a new edition.
Religion. I got a 19 plus 3 plus 4.
I've never played a
So it's
necromancer, but I've always
six.
kind of wanted to. And I know that if you're not careful,
Um,
those don't stick around
22
in
plus 4,
eternal.
26.
Okay,
You get the
hopefully
feeling
I'm
that his power is the corpse that's on the slab. You get the feeling that the ceremony that he's conducting is causing undead to rise from the ceremony interacting with the corpse. You get the feeling that stopping him stops the ceremony and prevents him from raising more undead, but you get the feeling that they linger. They'll still be a problem.
Even after he dies.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, Pia, set the corpse on fire.
I'm gonna do something fun.
Yeah. She'll set the whole room on fire.
Maybe. We'll see.
It just it's like a bunker
I
buster
have
just comes out.
So
You
which
just
one
hear it just dong
Is
dong.
this one the necromancer?
Yes,
And this one is the
The ranger.
archer, the ranger.
correct.
Dude. Okay. I thought the necromancer was closer to the
To the table.
table.
He had walked away from the table. He's back up on the landing doing the ceremony from the landing.
Oh, I didn't
So
realize he was
the-
doing the ceremony
Yeah,
from the landing.
he's like, that's why you guys have surprise. He's in the midst of
Right,
the
right,
ceremony.
right.
Yeah.
And the only person that has eyes on the doorway at this time is the
He's a
ranger.
ranger. And
Yep.
all of these are undead that are just
Just like lingering around the space of the room.
I don't
Watching.
like the look of the big one.
Well,
Necromancer.
of course
How
we
many
don't
guys
like
are
the look
near?
of the big one. Although the big one's missing an arm, so that makes him less army, right?
He's
Well,
been
he's-
disarmed.
He's been unarmed from
I
Oh,
one.
just
no,
feel
he's
kinda
using
sad.
his arm as a club.
Oh yeah.
How many people are
That's
next?
great.
To the next, how many people are next to the next one?
Just the ranger.
What you see is what you see.
Well, I mean,
So the
because you said there's a
necromancer is
landing.
here.
I'm looking. I have a
He's
20
on
foot
the
cube.
landing.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out how many I can
Yeah.
get with that.
That those two. 20-foot cube. You center it on him, it'll get him. And then
Oh, by the way,
5, 10,
I was messing
5,
with my
10,
character
15,
sheet
20.
and I accidentally rolled a dirty 20 because I hit the button, and then I put my dice in here and I rolled a natty 1. So I don't know how this game's gonna go for me.
Yay!
That's a thing.
Just remember, your luck is going to run dry
20-foot
after
cube?
this game because this is your first campaign.
20-foot cube will cover that entire land. We'll get the 2 on top of the land.
I think you
Cool.
get.
Each space is 5 feet.
Right. 5, 10, 15, 20.
It's a cube. So
It's not a
should be
square,
5,
it's a
10,
cube.
15, 20.
It's not a square, it's a cube.
Right.
So it's 3D.
So it's this way.
You can go down, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the only other one I'd get would be that one.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So you can
When
get the
you-
two up on the landing and the one undead that's wandering in front of the landing space.
Unless anybody's going to be doing anything stealthy, I'm going to be casting Nightmare's Mischief.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but
I can roll on a mischief table a 1d4 each round for a minute, and it does various effects.
Yeah, but where are you targeting?
I already said. That's what I'm.
That's what she's saying. She's going to target that area.
Yeah.
So is the ranger in that?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's okay.
Keep in mind, your surprise action will be
We're all doing it
simultaneous,
simultaneous.
so all the
Okay.
effects will kick off
Okay.
at exactly the
So
same
I will
time.
roll the d4 now, and I'll.
I
read it
didn't
when it
understand
happens.
that. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, that's fine.
I will read. So you guys can just. Okay. I rolled a 1. Cool. The smell of apple pie fills the air, and
I
each
think we should
creature in
get
the
the
cube
ranger.
must succeed a
It
wisdom
does smell
saving
like
throw
apple
or
pie.
be charmed by me until the start of your next turn. And I have this for a minute, so I changed what the effect is every round.
Yeah, let me...
It's concentration.
Yeah.
Did you turn on the content?
I don't think it was on.
Well, considering I was able to look at my character sheet and edit it, I'm assuming the content is on.
Not necessarily.
Well,
It could be the standard rules.
Content sharing is enabled.
Oh,
Okay.
also, I would like to use my magic and innate sorcery to boost my DC by 1, so it's a DC 17 instead of 16.
Okay.
And if I believe Foxglove and I are taking aim at the ranger with poison javelins.
Okay. Make your attack rolls with advantage because you do have a surprise. Merryweather, what are you doing?
I'm going to pray to my goddess and cast. I'm
Oh my
going
god,
to,
that's funny.
what's funny? And
You roll a 20
cast-
and a 1? Because that happened.
My first roll was a 1, and then my advantage roll was a natty 20.
Oh, that's funny.
That happens.
I cast Turn Undead.
Okay. So, you're level 4.
Yes,
It should be under your channel divinity, correct?
Yes, it is.
And what does it say? I think they have to make a wisdom save.
They do, and they have to basically beat a 12.
And how many do you affect?
It's within 30 feet.
30 feet of you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the undead in the room. So we'll get to that in a moment. And which causes them to flee,
It
They
doesn't.
can actually flee into my cube and also be affected by it. Because I
potentially.
can move it up to 10 feet.
They
every
got to
round.
flee from her if they fail.
If they so the thing is that if they I just lost it. I clicked a button and I did a thing. Yes, they must make a DC wisdom. DC is 12 wisdom. If they are, they can either the affected early takes damage if incapacitated conditions, or if you die, they can move again. And that is unfortunate.
Just don't die.
Yeah, just don't die. Yeah, for each undead over 30 feet, they must make a DC Wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails a save, it is frightened and incapacitated conditions for 1 minute. For the duration,
That's
duration.
new.
If it tries
It used to be they had to run.
yeah, it's like
Now they just stand there frightened and incapacitated.
Interesting.
if
Yeah.
it tries.
Interesting.
Well, if it tries to move as far away from you as it can on its turn. On its
Okay,
turn.
it still does run. Okay,
Alright.
on its turn. It's got to move as far away from you as it can. Okay. So, what did you guys get? He got a natty
For a
20.
Yeah,
And you're going after the ranger, correct?
we both are.
Okay.
Oh, we're rolling for
I rolled a 10 and a 20.
Didn't we already roll for initiative? Didn't I
A
roll
dirty
terribly?
20? Oh, you rolled a natural 20 as well? Jeez.
I thought we already
Louise.
rolled for initiative and I rolled terribly.
We haven't rolled.
We haven't rolled for
initiative
initiative yet. Because this is
So
surprise round.
26.
26. Well,
Natty 20.
It
natty
doesn't
20 is
matter.
crit hit. So, max crit.
Yes.
So-
It's 1d6.
So you automatically do 6.
And then
Roll the
a 6.
d6 again, and then add your modifier to it.
5 plus 4
So it's 9
So-
plus 6 is 15.
plus the poison.
He's got to get a con save on that.
Plus the poison. What's the poison?
I think it's
Alright, we'll read it
1d6.
I rolled a 6.
for
Javelin.
3d6
For my javelin
poison
that I'm
damage,
throwing with her at the
15
ranger.
con save to not be poisoned.
what was it?
Did you
It's
do
a
with
3d
advantage?
3d6
Because remember,
poison
we're
damage
in
and a DC
combat.
15 con save to avoid the poison condition.
You have a because we're doing it. He gets advantage, right? Because we're doing it.
Okay, well you get one. Okay, you get one attack action, right? At level 4, you don't have 2 attacks yet.
No.
You have 1 attack.
Unless
No,
you're using
he
a
just
bonus.
No,
rolled a
we-
6 for his
I
damage.
rolled a 6 for my. We're both targeting.
No,
the
I get
ranger,
that,
yeah.
but you remember you did max crit, so you roll.
And then plus 6, roll a d6.
So that's
So
automatically
6
6 plus
plus
6 is
6.
12, and
Yeah.
then plus your modifier.
So 18 or not?
18.
No, sorry, not 18. 16.
Modifier.
16.
16. Okay.
Your modifier is
It's plus 4.
4.
Now you both have poison on the weapons,
So
Yes.
3d6.
so he's got to make 2 DC
It's also
15
3d6.
saves.
And
Just
3d6
to avoid the
poison damage.
condition. He still gets the damage.
You got a natty 20 plus 4, 24,
One,
and you got 11 plus 4, which is a 15.
so he's not
So he
poisoned.
avoids the poison condition.
I'm going to use a luck, and he has to reroll that.
Is your luck a reaction?
Yes.
Because you're only allowed to do an action right
Dang
now.
it! Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the poison damage.
Poison damage. You both get to roll poison damage.
3d6.
I took
I'll just roll 1 3 times.
Here.
I got a 5, a 5, and a 6.
Ooh, 16 points of poison damage.
Did you just roll 6s?
No, I rolled 2 6s and a 5.
That's creepy. That's kind of creepy. You two aren't allowed to sit next to each other anymore. That's super creepy.
Where's the high five, guys? You
That
guys need
is
high five.
super
There we go.
creepy.
Okay, so it's 6 plus 12 plus 5 is.
He just took
Hold on to these. You're going to be using them again.
he just took 63 points of damage. So he took 31 points of piercing damage, and he took 32 points of poison damage.
But it's on our
Wait.
javelins. We
Oh.
have to pull it out
Oh,
and
right,
stab
right,
it
right,
again
right,
with
right.
it.
Okay. So next time you
Well, they don't stack.
Yeah.
Once, you know,
But we do have, if he's still alive and we throw another poison javelin,
he would have to make another
He has
concept.
to make
You
another
have to-
con save.
you
Concept.
have to- we have to-
So your 2 actions are done. You're turning the undead in the room. So now I need to do wisdom saves. I'm going to start with the ogre, the undead ogre. That's going to be a fail. And then I'm going to roll for the 5,
Is the
6
necromancer
undead that you
undead?
can see.
I don't think he clarified that yet.
What?
If the necromancer's dead.
He's saying if the necromancer
you
undead,
just, the description you gave us in the last session was that he was very pale and wrinkly.
but not undead.
But we
Not-
we
well,
weren't
you don't
able
know.
to determine
I mean, yeah.
because I think you guys tried to see if he was.
That is two successes, 3 fails. So, for me to remember,
Do you have little markers?
I'm
Frightened.
going to say, oh, that's right, they're frightened. I haven't pulled out my markers in like forever.
That's
I'm
I
not
figured.
even sure where they are.
Well, while you do that,
It should
I'm
be
gonna
in
go
there.
get some more tea. Does anybody need anything from the kitchen?
From the kitchen, we call it the break room. I actually don't know where my markers are.
They were
Right here.
behind.
Oh,
It's like,
they're on my faster.
Carolyn, or did you want some casserole?
I'm okay. Thank you. My stomach is.
Does anybody want any water or drink?
Nope.
Oh,
I have to drink
Mine's
water.
in my hydro flask, would you? Just water, please.
No ice?
No ice, just because the water in the cooler is already cold. You're right. Thank you for reminding me that I have my frightened tokens that never ever really get used. So it's kind of cool.
Do you have any 20-foot cubes that we could just gelatin them in?
I don't know about gelatining them in, but
Oh well.
I got this cube.
Ooh, is that 20 foot? Think.
I
I think it's
10.
10.
I think it's 10.
just shove them all in there.
You are all under the effect of squish.
Right.
What if you used one of your like the thing that your dragons are on top of, like that?
Those are bigger than 20 foot.
Yeah, that's true.
So 3 are frightened and 2 are not. Why do I feel like this is not the right one? I'm only finding a couple markers. So frightened. Oh. There we go. There's that one.
Since
This
I
is
use that,
done. I get the feeling this thing fell on the ground or something because everything is like all over the place. I will use the charmed markers. It's kind of the same thing. Yeah, this is not all my markers. I'm missing box.
It's full of rats.
Did they make you crazy?
I don't know, but I'm missing a box. There should be 2 boxes, and I only have the one.
Oh, because I cast a leveled spell, I need to roll d20 to see.
Yes, wild magic, baby.
Come on, please, come on, natural 20, please. I want to.
I know you want wild magic.
I wanna
so
explode.
bad.
Ah, it's a 15. It's not plus anything. It's a. I want to wild magic so bad.
So we'll say these 3 failed, and these 3 succeeded. This one's out of range. So these 2 succeeded, and these 3 have failed. That is weird, honey. I don't know where that box went. Is it over there? Oh, got buried. See if I got
Exactly
any.
where it was. Weird.
Well, I don't have a lot of places to put stuff, so. See any frightened tokens in there? They're purple.
Dazzle force, confused, dominated, less. No.
Well, that's okay. We'll just deal with what we got.
I want to put exhausted on them.
No. On this one.
We'll put heat
and
metal on them.
frightened on these 2. All right. So your channel divinity goes off.
We can just turn this one upside down so it doesn't say confused.
You might not want to use
Purple
charm
is
condition because if they fail against mine, they're going to be charmed for this round at least.
Wait, that one's out of range.
Is it 3 or 4 that were frightened?
There was 3 that were frightened and 2 that succeeded, and then the ogre failed as well, so he's currently frightened. So question: well, did we get rated? We did. DM Feanor rated us. Thank you guys. We are in the middle of our finale as they are taking on the priest Blackflame.
Level 4.
Oh shit, he's
level
a
4.
named person.
Oh yeah.
And I just cast Nathar's Mischief.
Say that 5 times
Yeah,
fast.
or 20 times fast.
It's like I want to keep saying Nathan, but it's not Nathan. It's Nathair. Nathair.
Not there.
Nathair.
I was concerned.
What was concerning?
I heard a meow from the ventilation system in the bathroom.
There could be a cat up there.
There's a stray that likes to hang out and won't let me pet it.
We normally have lots of strays in the back parking lot there. I'm not surprised. All right, so you guys have both hit the ranger. You've channeled divinity, turn undead. What'd you get for your wild magic roll?
I rolled a 1.
Chiz.
It smells like apple pie in the air.
No, that's your misfit.
Yeah.
That's not wild magic.
Oh, I rolled it.
Oh, so no wild magic effect, right? Too bad. So as you cast your misfit spell, and then a cube, I kind of want to believe that a giant image of an apple pie is like in the cube space, but it's not tangible.
It's
Like,
like
a ghostly apple pie.
Yeah, and it's like filling
That's
everything
just
up with the
like apple
smell
pie,
of
yeah,
apple
because
pie.
of the-
Yes, and
And-
they're charmed by me until the next turn, which I'll roll it and become something else.
Okay, so unfortunately, you begin to realize that the priest is immune to the charm effect.
Oh,
However, the ranger now has to roll.
that's all right. It changes to something else next round.
Okay, so that is a 19 plus 1 is a dirty 20.
Makes
No, I got it to 17.
Okay.
It's not.
So he is not under the charmed effect
Okay.
at this point,
But he's hurt.
but he is hurting bad.
And there's another guy there. Can I charm the undead thing?
And you charm undead?
I don't think you
Should-
can. I think undead are either resistant or immune to charm. They might be resistant.
But don't they want to feel like they're alive again with
They can't smell apple pie anyways.
With Auntie Onomatopoeia's pie? Pia's pie?
Don't even. Don't go there. Don't go. No, they are not immune. So yeah, you'll
They
have to
crave
make
the
a
living
roll.
pie.
They fear the pie.
That is a natural 18
Damn it.
minus 2.
Oh.
It's a 16. So he is under the charmed effect.
Wait, where's the
That's
charm? He's frightened and charmed.
Well, he's already got charm though. Because he's got charm
No,
on
he
him.
has
Have a charmed token.
charm, so he's frightened and charmed.
He's not going anywhere,
I
folks.
mean,
And that's
he's
this guy, right?
Yeah.
front. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's undead,
Okay.
so
So
you
what's
know.
fun about this little chaotic spell is every round I roll a d4 and the effect changes to something else.
But you're concentrating, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are concentrating on that.
Is there a concentration thing to loop around? Because we have to have
So
everything
now I
looped.
need everyone to roll for initiative, and then I'll describe what happens next.
We
Have we
die.
already?
Does anything get
Natural
added on to
20.
initiative?
Why
Your
couldn't I roll
initiative
that when
bonus.
I was doing my spell?
Top of the sheet.
Magic.
That will be a dirty 20.
All right.
22.
22, dirty 20,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20. Who's got the higher dex, you or Goth?
Let's see.
Dexterity?
Dexterity.
Yep.
I have 16.
What do you have?
My dexterity is 15.
Okay, so it is Pia, then Goth, then MW, and then Foxglove. Pia, you are up first with Goth on deck. Those are good initiative rolls.
So since I have to do it every time it's my next turn, do I do it now?
Good question, because it was a surprise round. The surprise round is over, so it's a new round.
So
Absolutely. So let me describe for you what you see because of your surprise round. You watch as some of the undead immediately sense a magical awareness, turn, and begin to kind of like actively move away from where they can see Merryweather. The ranger grabs both javelins that are like one's in his shoulder and one's in his like lower stomach area, and he rips them out and throws them onto the ground, and he's staggered. He's looking very rough, like barely on his feet. The priest looks up and sees all of you like at the doorway, and he just gets this. He pulls back his cowl, and now you can see the full kind of like facial feature of him. Half his face is bone, and the other part of his face is like decayed flesh. And as he like looks and he looks at all of you and he screams at the top of his lungs and like throws his hand up in the air, kill them, and he just like yells that out. Now that is a reaction for him, which inspires all the failed saves. So everyone who failed now gets to re-roll. No longer frightened and no longer frightened.
But he still has a charm on though because he failed for the pie though, right?
No, that was this one that failed for the pie.
That was the one that failed for the pie.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it was closer to the cube of effect.
Yeah.
All right. So with that in mind, Pia,
Mhm.
you're up.
And I
What would you
reroll?
like to do?
Okay, what
You
does
get to
Nathar?
re-roll, yeah.
What does Nathar do?
Because you are
this time?
concentrating on that.
It stays the same, but they have to
Okay.
re-roll wisdom save.
They have to re-roll their wisdom save.
Yeah.
Good lord. So that's
So it's a
the
different effect
ranger.
every time.
Well, he's still affected.
Well, it only lasts a
Oh,
round.
gotcha. I'm gonna roll for the priest because he has a bit.
17.
17.
Oh, it is a 7.
Oh wait, no, the priest is immune. I'm sorry, the ranger. That's going to be a 14 for the ranger, so he is currently frightened or charmed.
He's charmed. They love me.
And dying.
They love Pia's pies.
He's charmed. Oh, God, so many jokes.
You
And
wanna know the
then I
funniest
got to
part
roll
about
for the one guy. Well, he's see if he's still charmed.
Still charmed or not?
He is still charmed.
Still charmed.
Okay.
You
Charming.
know what's the funniest part about that? My height, I literally have it as 1 foot, 0.3.14.
Pie.
Yeah, so I made this joke before this was even a thing, guys.
This small portion of my gray matter just deflated upon itself, just to snuff out that memory.
You said I had to be more
Okay,
than 1
what?
foot.
What's your name? Who
You
you
said
playing?
I had to be more than 1 foot
Wait,
tall, so I was.
If we blow in your ear,
3.14.
will that help?
First of all, we better be just you.
Okay. If I blow in your ear, will that help?
That'll help a lot.
All right,
It'll
so
inflate your brain.
that is just something that happens.
What if I
because I'm
use
so
a lawn
concentrating on it?
or
And-
lawn
You still have your action, your
Yes.
bonus action, and your move.
Okay, so for my action, I'm gonna cast Snilloc. Snillloc.
Not a concentration spell. Right?
Nope.
What's it called?
Snillok's Snowball Storm.
I think in order to cast a spell, you have to be able to pronounce it.
I don't know about
That's
that.
how I'm pronouncing it.
Where is it?
Okay, that's fine. Sounds very
Nilux Snowball Swarm.
Yeah. Sneal.
okay.
It's a 5-foot sphere, and I'm gonna put it on those two up there.
On the landing. Okay.
Yeah, I can cast it 90 feet away. A flurry of magic snowballs erupts from the point you choose within range. Each creature within 5 foot of the radius of the sphere on the point, you must do a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d6 cold damage on a fail, or half as much damage on a
The
success.
ranger will automatically fail because he's charmed. So go ahead and
Yay!
roll 3d6 for him. The priest. That is a 11 plus 2 is a 13 on the dex save.
Fails. It's a 16.
Okay.
It's actually a 17 right now.
17.
Could
Because
you-
I
could you-
used my sorcerer's ability.
So go ahead and roll 3d6 damage.
Yeah.
That is points. 12, 13.
I cannot believe the ranger just died in a snowball. The ranger just died in a snowball.
Can I do something though? It's something that I thought of when I took this spell. I have the transmute ability as a sorcerer.
Okay.
I want my snowballs to be fire. Snowballs on fire. Yes. So it's doing fire.
Flaming snowball.
So
Yes.
flaming ice balls.
I mean, either way, he's dead. So,
Flaming balls
yeah.
of ice.
sounds like an adult film.
It's so cold it burns.
I mean, you know, when the movie Balls of Fury came out, I thought that was porn too, and I asked my dad, what are we going to see in the theater? Oh, it's called Balls of Fury, and I'm like, am I allowed? Are we even? Is it legal to see this in theaters?
How comprehensive of you. So that was your action,
Mhm.
right? So you still have a bonus action and your move.
Well, I'm not close
And
enough to
turned out
do
it
this
was a
because I
lovely
think the
20.
sorcerer's burst has to be. No, it actually can be 120 feet away from
I
me.
don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, let's do some sorcerer burst to see if it works.
Okay.
Okay. So I cast energy. It's 120 feet away from me. Let's see. I think I do an attack.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah, I have to do a hit. It's a cantrip because
It's a range attack roll. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, but I have advantage right now because the same ability that gives my thing a +1 gives me advantage. As much as I would actually like to give myself advantage to get a sorcerer's sword, I got it up to 20.
We've got like 3 natural 20s already.
Already.
So max crit.
Cool.
What is your
Ooh.
normal damage roll? Or what's the
It's-
dice that
It's
you
1d8.
It's a D8.
So you
but,
automatically do 8.
but if you roll an 8, you get another one. So does that mean I automatically get an 8 and roll 2 more D8s?
Yes. So that's 16. Now you can roll 2d8s and then add your spellcasting. No, it's a cantrip. You don't add your spellcasting modifier to cantrip.
No. So okay, if I naturally get a D8,
Right.
so I would
If you
get.
roll an
a new
8
D8.
on a d8 for this spell, you can roll another d8 and add it to the damage.
So you automatically do 8 points of damage
Yeah.
because of max crit.
And
now
then
you
two-
can roll 2d8
Yeah.
on top.
That's a 6 and a 4.
14 or 10 and 8 is 18. So 18 points of
Fire damage.
fire. You want to be fire
Actually, no,
damage?
it's gonna be radiant.
Radiant
But I'm gonna
damage?
pretend it's fire. Wait, no, I can't.
Radiant
I
fire!
can't make it radiant damage. It has to be elemental. Fire damage.
Yeah, fire.
Still just as good at killing undead.
I will say that the priest is looking a wee bit rough. Like this barrage of snowballs for starters, and then like a burst of just like energy coming out of nowhere. And the only thing he could see as he looks across the room is this little 1.5 foot tall pixie just kind of floating there. So you still have your move. He's still alive, but you got your move.
I want to fly over by this source of fire over here. Like, it's for some reason the source of fire that's causing all this fire damage for some random reason. Actually, no, it can be this one up here.
This one?
No,
This one?
yeah.
Okay. Right there.
That way I'm not
All right,
blocking the
that'll
door.
finish your turn. Goth, you are up with Merryweather on deck.
I have a question.
I may have an answer.
Can I use bonus actions before my action?
Yes, you
Yes.
can use them in any order that you want. If you want to move, bonus action, action, or action, bonus action, move, If you want to move, action, bonus action. If you want to action, bonus action, move.
Okay,
use them
okay.
in any order you
Okay,
want. You
okay.
follow that?
I think
Did you
we get
follow
it. I
that?
think we get it. I think we get it.
If you get 2 attacks per action, can you do action, attack, and then bonus action, and then attack?
Yeah, because you're considered multi-attack.
Yeah, this is attack,
Yeah.
bonus.
So
attack.
once you get to a high enough level with 2 attacks,
I am going
you
to
can split
use
that.
my bonus action to begin raging.
Okay, so you are now raging.
He would like to rage.
to rage uncontrollably.
Okay. I have another question. If I decided to pick up Foxglove and throw her at the priest, and she does damage,
Does that count
does
as
my
a-
Divine Fury add on to that damage?
Are you asking me if
Because it says while I'm raging, the first creature I hit on each of my turns with a weapon attack takes. Oh no, it has to be a weapon attack. Never mind.
He's trying to see if I'm a thrown weapon.
Okay, if I use her as a throwing weapon,
Does
if
that
she
count?
consents, I
and-
don't see why not. I think that's epic.
I think it's something we've done before.
Yeah.
no, yeah.
So
I just wanted before
It'll count as your movement
Mhm.
as a reaction, and you're going to throw her, but she's classified as an improvised weapon.
Well, it just says with a weapon attack. So
No, I'm saying that your attack roll is based on her being improvised.
okay.
See what I'm saying?
So I have to get a good enough roll to make it work.
Because you're not proficient in improvised weaponry, your proficiency doesn't count towards the attack roll. Would be the only thing.
Is he within walking distance of my
in
character?
Movement, 30 feet.
Movement.
So you're outside the door. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you right past the altar. Because the big
You
undead
can walk
ogre
with
is
this guy.
15 feet from you. There's a undead within 10 feet of you. The altar is 15 feet away from you. He's about 60 feet away, 65 feet.
You'd have to throw a hand in it.
Well, hold on. So wait. So if I were to move up, you said I would be just past the altar. Is he within 15 feet of reach of me?
10, 15, 20, 30. Well, you've got 2 of them to your right and to the left. 5, 10, 15. You leapt over.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah, he'd still be out of range.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I am gonna huck Foxglove
Okay.
as hard as I can at the priest.
Your strength base, give me a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Smash him with a hammer.
Well, I have a long sword.
What do you get?
Can we say with she has fly ability? Can he has advantage on that?
A natural 1?
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20?
I picked it up. I'll roll again if you want proof.
No, it's fine.
It's like you're gonna roll a natural 20.
Put her, like right there alongside of
I'm gonna cry.
him. We'll say your sword does damage because you've got it out in front of you, but you do not get the modifier for it. So just roll the sword's
D8?
damage. Yep.
Does my Divine Fury still?
Yep.
6.
Piercing damage.
One
Just the
D6.
Divine Fury.
And he's doing the Divine Fury.
That is a 4 plus 2, and I can choose either necrotic or radiant damage. I'm going with radiant damage.
Yeah, good idea. So 6 points of radiant damage, which he is vulnerable to. So you may roll that dice again. Not the modifier, just the dice.
That is going to be an additional 2.
Okay. All right. That was your action, your bonus action. You've got your move.
God, it's still so funny how quick we killed the ranger.
Hey, we
From a
rolled a lot of
snowball.
natural 20s there and did a lot of damage. It was kind of unfair.
Which one of the?
Hey, you guys were
one's the undead by
stealthy,
Keyless
and for
Force?
once you got surprised. You get the reward.
Which,
And I haven't rolled terribly yet.
which one of
Yeah.
the undead is
Being
closest
the
to
upper
Kia?
one.
on with it.
He is here.
Oh, who's over to the right?
That is.
That's Pia.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. That's Pia. This
That's
one
me.
is
Meriwether.
Meriwether.
Meriwether. So this one would be closest.
And
Okay,
then-
I would like, huh?
Yep, then.
I'm just to try and make a preemptive move to protect one of my teammates. I'm going to place myself between the closest undead to Pia and her,
All right.
and I'm going to face
Right there.
like I'm keeping him in my sight, but I'm
Well, that
facing.
leaves you in base with it.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
point.
Okay.
I'm keeping him within my sight, but I'm also slightly facing the altar.
Okay. Good to know. All right, that'll finish your turn. Merriweather, you are up with the bad guys on deck.
So kind of a flying in-ish. I'm going to look at these three with magical ease of laughing myself to death as, you know, she's flying around, and I'm going to go, bless!
You
For
are now,
fuck's sake, bless!
so you are now
range on bless?
concentrating on bless.
I can bless up to 3 people.
What's the range?
The range
30 or
is
60?
30.
Am I within 30 though?
No. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. You are 45 feet away. So if you want to get her in range,
I'm going to move. Yeah, I'll use my movement to move enough to.
yep, we'll put you right there to get her in range. So everybody's blessed.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a D8
Thank you,
or a D-
Father.
It
It's
is a D4
for-
on attack rolls and saving throws.
Thank you, Father, for blessing us, for we have sinned.
So technically, that was my attack. That was my movement, and I'm.
So you have your bonus action.
my bonus action.
What you have left.
Where did all my cantrips go? And then I'm gonna use a cantrip of
I think Bless is in here.
Is it?
is it? Oh, that's hilarious.
Weird. I should have.
Put them all in one place.
Yeah, it's weird. Might as well. There was only 4 in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, blessed.
I feel blessed.
There. Put him on his stand.
Not wanting to go in there.
No. It's and then
Why don't you
debless
balance
yourself,
one
too?
ring on each arm?
No,
It's
'cause 1, 2,
2, 3.
3.
Yeah, so it doesn't work for me.
No, because he doesn't. His model keeps falling over.
And
He's
then
not on a flat stand.
I'm going to use my bonus action for a cantrip and Sacred Flame, and I'm going to try to attack Mr. Blue Priest over here.
Okay. Dex
He-
save
he-
or a ranged attack?
I
Dex save.
forgot earlier for the record, I forgot to add something.
18.
Oh yeah, it
No,
just
I'm
dead.
whoosh.
She could have died much sooner.
But he's
Well,
dead.
he's already dead.
He's dead.
Because my character has
It just
surprise
it.
attacks.
whoosh.
Yay.
All right,
What was
that'll
that?
finish your turn. Because somebody died within 10 feet of the priest,
Oh yeah.
the ranger pops back up as a thrall.
That's not surprising.
Play. Thrall stands up. And the thrall will move into base with Foxglove. He will then bonus action shadow step to
Wait. I have. Shit, I don't know if it does anything.
not for shadow step.
Damn it.
It's just like face step.
Okay.
So he'll shadow step to the back corner near the cage door. And then he will cast on you. I need a con save, please. No,
Please,
yeah, con save.
please.
You watch as these purple and black tendrils begin to rise up around you and begin to kind of like slam into your body.
Do they take damage from little spike thingies?
Con save.
I roll a d20.
Yeah, con save.
So I roll a d20 and add my con save modifier.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, honey, you also have a +4.
And plus D4 for Bless.
Bless.
– 19.
19, that'll save. You'll take 28 points, take half of 28 points of necrotic damage. So you'll take 14 points of necrotic damage. So that was his bonus action. His action does not want to move. He'll stay in the corner because he needs to get that gate open. So I'll finish his turn. The undead thrall there's actually going to be 2 that'll move into base with Foxglove. So there's 3 attacks coming at Foxglove. That is going to be a 15, a 7, and a dirty 20.
The corpse fell
The
off
dirty
of the
point is-
altar.
What?
The corpse fell off the altar.
They've all walked into the 20-foot cube.
Yeah, but they don't make their save till their turn. The end of
No.
their turn, the beginning of their turn.
Whenever they enter the cube.
Okay.
I believe, yeah.
They have to start running away. They have to start trying to run away too.
When
Oh,
I
yes,
get
sir.
there,
Yep.
just going down the list, guys.
I just remembered that. I was
Let
like,
the
wait.
man breathe.
Yeah, I know.
The
But they're dead.
Thrall technically enters it for the first time. He got a natural 20 minus 2 is an 18.
Actually, it's not very clear.
What does it say? Read it.
If you fill a 20-foot cube, you see within range.
Okay.
With Fey and draconic energy. Roll on the mischievous surge able to determine the magical effect produced, and roll again at the start of each turn of your turns until the spell ends.
Yeah, but we don't care about that.
You
the
can
effect.
move the cube up to 10 feet before your turn. So basically, does that mean
That's just describing the cube. What does the effect say? The effect
Oh,
is
the
what
effect of it
determines.
is-
Yeah.
the smell of the apple pie fills the air? Each creature in the cube must succeed its wisdom saving throw or be charmed until the start of your next turn. So I guess
So they don't have to make a saving throw until the start of your next turn.
cool, but then the effect changes anyways.
How many hit you? 1?
1.
Okay. That is 4 points of slashing damage. This one is going to take a shot at Merryweather with his disemboweled arm.
Oh, yeah. Dismembered.
You don't know where he pulled it from.
It's his arm. He didn't
Yeah.
pull it from his stomach.
An ogre does whatever he wants. That's going to be an 8 plus 5 is a 13.
Just misses.
Okay. There's one in base with Goth. 13 plus 3 is 16. Your armor class, Goth?
15.
Okay, that'll hit.
Well,
That is 4 points of slashing damage, halved to 2 because you are raging.
And you were also hit.
This one is going to come over. 5, 10.
does my unarmored defense, how does that work?
Your armor class is your armor class.
Your
So
armor
your armor
class
class
is
is
15.
15.
You rolled a 16. He
I'm
I'm
hit
not
you.
wearing
16.
armor. Your AC equals 10 plus Stokes plus con modifier.
It all takes it into account
Okay.
and makes that
So
15.
these guys have to start leaving, right?
Yes.
So they move 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So they're all bunching up that way.
Bashing him into the
Push him into the door.
There's one attack coming at you, Pia. That is a 17 plus 3 is a dirty 20. That is going to be 8 points. I rolled max damage. 8 points
So-
of slashing damage.
And I have to roll
Con save 10 or higher to maintain concentration.
Plus bless.
plus bless.
Plus you have a D4 for bless.
Um,
How long does blessed last?
1 minute.
1 minute.
So 10 rounds,
10
like my rage?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I use that for this? Just a second. I think I have to make sure it has to be a spell thing.
Use it for what?
My Tides of Chaos. I want to use it for everything if I can.
What is Tides of Chaos again?
That's what it says. You give yourself advantage, but I already get advantage because of the other sorcerer ability I used.
That's right.
But it's how I can use my wild magic without having to roll a 20.
That's
I
right.
have to finish it. Let's see. It can be on any test. I give myself advantage. I'm using it.
Go for it, yeah.
Why? Because then I can surge the next time I use a spell.
Mhm.
Good, because that was a natural 20. That's a 10 plus 4.
So you're good. You're still concentrating on the spell, so you're good.
I'm going to surge the next time I fill.
This guy will start moving that forward.
I'd laugh more if they're just too dumb and they block the door and he can't get out. Just
Yeah, the priest is kind of cornered.
We assume. He teleported earlier.
All right. That will finish the bad guy's turn. Foxglove, you are up. Then we'll be at the top of the second round with Pia on deck.
I'm gonna hit the thrall
Go for it.
that I'm in base with.
Don't forget to add your bless.
Yeah. I don't want it. I want it.
Most brilliantly used spell and the one that everyone forgets that they have.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in.
I didn't forget. It helped
The
me
one's
out.
on that. So I'm in base with 3.
You are in base with the thrall that was the ranger and the 2 other undead that have kind of like wandered up and just took swipes at you.
So they're not quite up there. They're just kind of.
No, they're in base with her.
How high
Yeah.
is the roof?
10 feet high.
What's their range?
What's range?
The thralls. Like it's 10 feet high. I fly up. I go over. I'm trying to see if I can follow the sorcerer.
Well, you leave base with them, they get opportunity of attacks anyways.
I know. Do
Which
it.
would be
do
3
it,
attacks of
do
opportunity.
it. I know. And I don't have anything that allows me to disengage, really. Okay. I will smash one. Want to go after this?
Then go after the sorcerer. Do it.
Make yourself happy.
I mean, you're a fighter. You can probably afford to take the hits.
What if they hit?
You're blessed.
That doesn't give
I
them
know.
disadvantage.
I was just trying to encourage you.
Like Pia's over there going, "Go for it."
You got it.
You're like she's surrounded by 20 things.
Oh, it's easy. You got this. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, my inner toad came out.
Hello.
Okay. Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, which is action,
Bonus action.
bonus action. Okay,
Gives me +2 to my AC. Then I'm going to go after what's his face.
okay. Fly up and away
Yeah.
from the undead creatures.
Way to do it smartly.
And you can move how many feet?
30.
30.
Is he within range? Is that 30?
15. So you have a unique situation here.
Where I can be above his head and like hitting him down on his head.
Well, you're technically considered in base with him.
Right.
Coming, but you have to get through this guy as well. So
I'm
you've
gonna-
got, you're still going to get attack of opportunity. So there's going to be 4 strikes coming at you. That is a 16,
No.
a 7,
No.
a 4,
No.
and a 17.
No.
No.
Yeah.
They're like as you guys like, and you end up right next to the priest.
Use that power.
I'm going to hit him
Go for it.
with a long sword. But I don't. I already used my bonus action, so I can't smite him. Okay. Now I add the bless to my roll, right?
Your attack roll. You.
Okay.
Yep.
So 17 plus 2 is 19,
19
plus
will-
7.
26 will definitely hit.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Do I get damage added to the bonus or from the bless? It's not to attack.
No, it's save and attack. Now you're just you're
Yeah,
squeezing
I
turnips out of turnips.
I am 9.
9 points of slashing damage. Give me a con save now that you're in base with them.
But I get the bless, right?
You get to use the D4 bless.
Is it for frightened? Because I'm a paladin.
It is not for frightened.
Dirty 20.
That will pass. His necrotic aura has no effect on you. That'll finish your turn. Top of the second round, Pia, you are up with Goth on deck. I have to make
Wait.
3 saving throws.
Not yet. I can move it up to 10 feet before I make my roll. That means
Well, no. Remember the effect said
I said you can move the cube up to 10
Right,
feet
but
before-
the effect that's currently active. What is the effect you say that's currently active?
until the start of my next turn, which I roll a new thing for.
Okay,
I
so
mean-
you'll roll a d4, whatever that d4 is. But
Yes.
before you roll that d4, you can move the cube.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Can I move it over him or not? I don't know. I can move it over 10 feet.
It will not reach him. It'll actually get Foxglove and the one in dead that's near the light, near the brazier.
Well, I don't want to affect my friend, so I'll keep it where it is.
Because it'll affect those three.
Yeah, it'll affect those.
Okay, go ahead and roll your d4, see what happens.
Okay. What happens? What happens? I must know. Ooh, 4 is a different thing. What happens with 4? Drops of molasses cover in the cube, making it difficult terrain until the start of your next turn. There is no save.
So they can only move half their movement
Yes.
through the terrain. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you still have your action, bonus action, and your move.
Yes, I do, and I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Uh-oh. Here
I'm going to
comes
use a level
sorcerer.
1 slot to target our necromantic friend and use magic missile, and I'm going to use transmute spell to turn it into fire damage.
Okay.
And because I'm using a leveled spell after using the tides of chaos, oh no! Well, magic goes off.
Now imagine like you guys are all in the midst of this fight, and she's literally like monologuing in the middle of the fight. Like it's not even a bad guy monologue; it's like a good guy monologue, or good, it's like,
It's like a kill me now monologue.
yeah.
So let's
As a reaction, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna look at the priest and go, "Oh, we thought you were the big man."
Okay, so it is. Let's see. I think it's 3 dice.
In an attempt to
Yes.
confuse him.
So 3d4, 3d. Yeah.
She's really gonna be mad at me when
But I made it fire damage. It's not force damage.
doesn't matter.
You're
Still
gonna
magic missile.
You're gonna use magic missile and shield it. That's fine. That's oh man, that's a lot of damage.
He'll
too.
use his reaction, cast shield,
4, and 3.
and that's why he cast shield.
Luck. Would have to result. Wait, it's like I thought he has
It's
to
not a
roll.
roll.
It's
not a roll. It's
Dang
just
it.
a reaction. He casts spell shield.
Which
Well,
just
that's-
adds to his AC.
I don't have dispel magic.
No,
Or-
for magic missile, it automatically counters magic.
Yeah, I can't use
All
counter.
darts?
I don't
All of
have-
the darts?
I don't have counter spell.
Yep. Sorry. Yep. All of them.
I
Dang.
don't have counter spell.
So I think all you got left is your bonus action, your move.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I have to roll on the magic surge skill.
That's true.
Should I do that now or should
Yeah.
I do it after my bonus action?
Do your bonus action, then your move, and then you can roll on the surge.
Okay, sorcerer's burst.
Attribute that she has.
With bless.
Who are you targeting?
Who do you think I'm targeting?
Foxglove?
No,
Oh.
our necromantic friend. He must have fire. Anyways, that's 12,
That
13,
makes
14,
sense.
15, 16 plus my spell modifier, which is 7. So 23.
23 will hit. Roll for damage.
Yeah. Okay.
We all have 35.
Because even with shield up, he's got an AC of 22.
Okay. It's just 1d8 because it's not a thing, and it's a 2.
2
2 damage of fire.
Okay.
Did you have those?
Huh?
Did you have those?
Well, okay, so
Plus
the
is
reason I
the
did so,
attack roll.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the reason I did so much damage last time is because I got a natural 20. Every time on this spell, I get an 8 on the die. I get to roll another 8 based on the modifier, which is 5 times.
Good job.
So I got to roll 3 d8s more or less.
Because of max crit.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh.
All right.
It was
So have
fun.
your move, and then your.
I think I'm going to
Your
stay where I
surge.
am, and I'm
Okay.
going to just let the surge happen.
Okay.
I don't want to do it. You don't have no idea how long I've wanted to play a sorcerer just to make magic work.
Hey, sorcerers
Yeah.
are fun if you can embrace the chaos of sorcerers. That's
Well,
very
the
true.
wild magic sorcerer specifically. I just need to find my sorcerer scale now. Where are you? Oh,
And you're on board, Goth. You're up next.
there you are. Okay, it's a D100. I do not have my D100 with me currently, so I'll just, percentile. Like you do. A 10 and an 8. So
That's 18.
Right.
Yep.
Let's see. You are subjected to an effect that lasts for 1 minute unless its description says otherwise. Roll a d8 to determine the effect. On a 1, I should just roll the d8.
Roll
then
the 8. See what the effect is.
Then I'll read it. Okay.
It's gonna be funny if she's like paralyzed for a
two.
minute.
On a 2, your size increases to one size category.
So you go from tiny to small.
I'm still next to her, right?
Yeah,
Am I looking?
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
And you're
Sure
so
you are.
small. So I go from 1 foot, 3.1 inches to 2 feet.
2.5 feet.
2.5 feet.
All right, Goth,
Big
you
as me.
are up with Merryweather on deck.
That means I can use my Tides of Chaos again, though, because I used it, right? Right?
Mhm.
okay. Going to immediately attack the undead in front of me.
Okay, go for it.
All right. I have to roll a lot of dice. So roll the blessed d4.
We'll roll the hit first.
Oh, I gotta roll a hit first, right? That is. What do I add on to the hit again?
Your to hit modifier on your character sheet for your weapon.
You're using your maul, it's a +6.
That was an 18.
18
Plus the
will.
D4.
20. It's
So 18 will definitely hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Plus the D4.
Go. He just said it doesn't matter.
No, it matters. I'm just saying you already hit.
Yeah, it's so it was 18 plus my modifier of 6, which is 24 plus the that was the roll for damage. I rolled a 2 for the hit for the blessed.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's 26 to hit. So you're good. So roll for damage.
2d6.
So I just rolled a 4 for the 2d4. Here's my 2 for the damage for the maul.
D6 plus 4.
That is 8 plus 4 is 12 plus my divine fury because I'm raging. I roll a 1d6 plus 2. That's 2 plus 2, so that's another 4. So I have 4, 12, and 4.
So that's dirty 20.
Yeah,
20 points.
That's
of
20
damage.
points of damage.
That will bring him down in one shot. Comes apart onto the ground.
So, is the undead on the other side of Pia within 15 feet of reach?
The big guy there.
Small guy.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Or are you
within
talking about
15
the guy?
feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as a bonus action, I have a skill called Hue, and when I critically hit or kill something, reducing it to 0 damage, I get to attack again
Go for it.
Bonus action.
as my bonus action.
Yeah, go for it.
And since I'm long arm limbed and I have
It's
10
the same
feet,
weapon.
yeah. So with the maul, so I got to roll to hit.
D20 plus D4.
That has a natty 20.
Okay. Maul is 2d6.
So it's automatically 12 points of damage.
That is
Plus-
2 from the
So
bless.
to save you,
You just
so you
kill
do the
it.
wait. Hold on. So you get divine, right? Which is what, a d6?
Divine Fury is 1d6.
Okay, so that's 6. Hold on. Plus 2d6. So that's already 18 points of damage. Do you roll any other damage die?
So I have to roll 2 for the maul of d6, and I have to roll 1d6 for the Divine
So
Fury.
that's just
Okay, so you
The
automatically do 18 points of damage, and now roll those
plus
3.
4.
What?
Plus
For
the
the
bless, the
damage.
bless, the damage from bless.
Damage.
Okay,
plus
no,
the
don't get-
damage.
Okay.
There's no.
That's the hit.
Okay.
Aw.
I rolled 6,
So 24 plus 4 is 28.
and then plus 2 from the Divine Fury.
So 30 altogether.
Yeah, 30. That will bring this one down.
Yeah.
Like, as you're enjoying your new side, like Pia's doing the swole thing at the ferry, like she's doing the whole pixie swole thing. You feel this breeze, and you see his long limbs like strike over your head, and the undead creature next to you just comes apart. Like arms and head, she's come
He
polarized and come up. Yeah, it feels like it. She is so excitable. How can you not? I must like her. Good job, Pia. Excellent job. Yeah, right.
I have a question.
What's up?
So Hugh works on critical hits and killing something in one go, or
You can only do it
reducing-
once.
I only get it once.
Yep.
Damn it!
It's not a. It is not a ×4 on a console game.
That's why this.
Because I could have just
×4.
I literally
Times
could have just moved to
12,
Merryweather and
×16.
just.
×32.
That's
Times
what
44.
forced everybody.
So I still have my
You keep
move.
rolling 8.
If you keep rolling 8, the odds, you might as well go to Vegas. and play roulette.
Yeah.
I would
I
love
think
I
you
was
still have your
thinking-
move, right?
I still have my move.
Yep.
I used my action and my bonus action. I still have my move.
And there's the giant that's going after Merryweather.
Yep.
I mean, it's not a giant, but it's ogre.
It's an ogre.
Ogre, you asshole.
Undead ogre.
Yeah, even better.
No.
So you either go after the ogre or you go after the corner people.
I want to move between the altar and Merryweather, please. And I'm going to be facing the ogre.
Okay.
Kind of facing the ogre and the altar at the same time.
Okay.
That works.
Okay. That'll finish your turn. Merryweather, you are up with the bad guys on deck.
Oh yay.
Go. So happy.
Okay. So let's see.
We had this thing in Star Wars we called Skank Tank that just it's a DPS tank. It's literally what I just did.
So I'm going to use a spell. I'm going to use spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And for some reason, nothing else is on my mind other than a tiny version of Little Pia. So that thing's going to come out as a terrifying looking Little Pia.
Oh my god, that is
It's
brilliant
horrifying.
because I even have one I can use.
Right? That's
You watch as a, and where are you putting it?
let's put it right next to me. Like all, it's gonna we're gonna use that weapon against the
Okay.
big brute in front of me.
Okay. Go ahead. Take your attack, bonus action, summon it, and attack.
I
Does
would
she
like
have
to
advantage
permission
'cause
to
I'm there?
transmute her damage into fire.
No, it doesn't work that way.
And actually, in 2024 rules, there's no advantages for playing.
Yeah, but it was always
That's a
kind of
bad
odd
point.
DM's rule, anyways.
What's up with an action? It's like the dice know it's a finale. I mean,
Yeah.
for crying out loud.
No, please.
so
Last
you're-
game we were all rolling terribly.
Yeah, we were. I was scared to fight.
spiritual
Yeah.
weapon rolls a
Spiritual weapon because it goes up to 60 feet. Blah 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 blah. There's a lot of crap on this thing I forgot about. It is a 1d8 for every slot above level 2. So it's a level 4. So it's
no. What?
Or-
You don't have level 4 spells.
no.
You're a
no,
level 4 character.
character.
So it's a level 2
Two
spell.
spell.
So it's just 1d8 damage.
Okay.
Plus your spell attack modifier, I believe.
Yes, which is okay. So that is a 6. Did I use the right one? Yes. This is
No, that's a d6.
Okay.
Or did you roll a d6 or a d8?
It's supposed to be a d8 because it's a 1d8, and I rolled a 6 plus 4.
Okay.
So-
10 points of force damage from the spiritual weapon. You watch as the big guy takes it. Kind of looks at you.
I don't like that.
Still have your action and your move.
For I don't know if does the oh, I pressed buttons I shouldn't have pressed. Does using the divinity count as an action though? Channel divinity? So I'm gonna use, this is my last one anyways, I'm gonna use my channel divinity again.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn on dead again like help!
That is, got to roll for the big guy. That is going to fail, so he is frightened. Those guys are still frightened as they run towards the corner. And there's those 3. All 3 of them are now frightened. So all the undead are now technically frightened of you at this point.
You know, I just realized.
Does that mean that they can't hit me or they can hit me?
They're trying to get away.
They're incapacitated and frightened.
So those in the corner can't hit me.
Nope, they're
Okay.
trying to get as far away from her as
Yeah.
the room allows them to get. So pretty soon it's just going to be a swarm of undead around you, and in front of the priest, like trying to get. And the priest is like trying to open the gate.
And the undead slams into him. He
And
drops
there's
the
3
keys.
more in the gate.
And he drops the keys on the other side of the
Yeah,
grate. He's like,
Oh, oh.
And then he's gonna be like, you there, pick it up. And he's the undead's gonna roll a wand and be like, oh.
it's like the guy from jail.
The undead
The
reaches
dog.
down, picks up a stick.
he would actually pick up the key. Like if you rolled a 1 for the
Pick
for
it up
him-
and then drop it again.
no, he would pick it up and eat it.
Well, that would just drop to the ground again.
The arm just automatically breaks off when he tries to hit
Depends
it.
on how gooey they still are.
Exactly.
Well, they are. Some of them are gooey.
And
Finish
then
your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Bad guys are up.
Well,
which
you still had your
means-
move.
I
Yeah,
don't
do you
want
wanna
to.
move?
I don't.
Yeah, the trigger attack pop.
I don't want to move.
So these guys are all frightened, so they gotta move 20 feet away from you. Come towards this section.
Wow, if once that effect ends, you're blocked.
Slightly.
Slightly.
But it only ends if they take damage.
As long as we don't hit those. The ogre's running away
Well,
too. right?
anyone can technically cut.
Is the ogre?
That is.
Yeah, the ogre is running away as well. So he's gonna go this way.
Do they get attacked?
Is he gonna run
No,
into the
you never
fire?
get attacked up to the
Of
off
course.
of,
You
frightened
don't
effect.
want to because it will turn off
It'll
the fright.
turn it off.
You want to be able to attack things, you just don't want things to attack you.
All right, so they are all frightened.
Except
Priest.
the priest.
Except for the priest and the 3 in the.
But we don't know about three in the other room yet.
He is going to cast Chaos Orb. There's an orb coming at Merryweather, an orb going towards Goth, and an orb going towards Pia.
Oh,
They're an
yeah.
attack
That's
roll
not a
as
to
well?
hit, right?
Huh?
It's not a to hit.
It is. It's a D20 to hit.
Okay, he's got disadvantage
And I can use.
Why does he have disadvantage?
because I hit him with my longsword the last. Sap.
So he has disadvantage on all weapon attacks?
No, just hold
Or
on.
just all attacks?
Sap. If you hit a creature with a longsword, that creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of your next turn.
Has
It's
been her
next,
turn.
so its first attack
first
roll
one,
is
yes.
at disadvantage. So the one coming at Merryweather will be at disadvantage. Good call. That's a good one because that instead of a dirty 20, that became a an 8. So that will miss. One of the Chaos Orbs will miss you. Second Chaos Orb coming at Goth. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
What do I use for this again?
Your armor class.
It hits.
It hits. Silvery barbs.
You want me to reroll? That's your reaction.
Yeah, no.
21 instead. So still
Uh-huh.
hits, unfortunately. Nice call, though. And then the last one is going towards Pia.
Attack me.
It's going to be a natural 20, Pia.
Take it! Silvery barbs on that one!
Reaction luck, making him reroll.
Yep.
All right.
We're taking
That's
care
your
of you.
reaction.
We're
That's your
taking care
reaction.
of each other.
Considered a dex
She
save
made sure
What?
yours was a disadvantage. I made sure
Oh,
his was
what?
a disadvantage.
for the.
You're mine's a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's a ranged spell attack. is what
Oh,
it is.
okay. So I was
Um,
gonna say, 'cause if I-
not a natural 20, but a 19 instead.
Still hits.
Still hit. So, with Chaos Orb,
But it's
because
not,
it hits, you guys move half your movement until the beginning of his next turn,
Okay.
and each one of you are now currently blinded,
Okay.
and you take 2d8 necrotic damage.
yours is half.
So that's 8 points of necrotic damage to
His half?
no,
he's
'cause
in-
necrotic.
It didn't hit her though.
Did not
It didn't hit Merryweather, but it hit you.
yeah, hit you. So that's 8 points of necrotic damage.
And
You're
I-
blinded and moving at half speed, and you need to make a 10 or higher on your con save. You are also blinded, moving at half speed, and you took 8 points of necrotic damage. So that was his action. His bonus action is he's going to open up the gate.
I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage again for some reason.
Going to open up
That's
the
another
gate.
10 plus 4.
There you
Gonna open up the gate and free action command the rest of them to come out. And then he is going to bonus action Shadow Step.
Not a bonus action to open the gate.
Oh shit, he did. That's right, because he has to unlock it. He cannot Shadow Step.
Stuck in
He'll
the
stay
corner.
there. He'll unlock the gate. He'll stay there. He won't move because he doesn't want to get hit by an attack of opportunity. And she's kind of stuck between all the fleeing undead.
So is he. Well,
Not really.
Shadow Step.
He can easily move away, but he
Yeah.
doesn't want to leave the chamber because of a certain ceremony he's trying to finish. He just wanted to let out the other undead.
Like,
All right, that finishes his turn. Foxglove, you are up, and then we'll be at the top of the third round with Pia on deck. How'd you do on your con save, Pia?
Oh, I because I gave myself advantage again every time.
So you passed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Foxglove, you're up.
Yep.
Pia on deck. Pia on deck at the top of the third round.
I'm going to do things.
Is
Paladin
blind considered
style.
a charmed effect?
No, blind is blind. It's a blinded effect.
Okay.
I know exactly what I'm gonna do too.
I'm going to smack him with my longsword.
Okay, go for it.
This one doesn't do. Okay. No, not doing that. Okay. Longsword. Dirty 20 plus 7.
27 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And I'm going to Divine Smite.
Go for it. Extra D8.
He's undead.
He is not undead.
Damn, how is he skeletal and not? Is he?
I told you it's just he had a really bad accident.
And he's got a magical effect. It's an appearance. It's
Oh.
not his true nature.
Fine, then it's just 2d radiant
Okay.
damage. Is he super affected by radiant damage?
No.
Motherfucker.
Because I keep burning him though, I'm sure it stings real good.
Okay. 2d8 plus my longsword, so it's 3d8.
Come those 3 ones.
6, 6, and 2
14.
plus 5.
So 17 points of damage. That's going to hurt a bit. Still on his feet, but he's looking a little bit rough.
Yep.
Still have your,
And now he has-
still have your move.
He. And he has disadvantage on this next attack
Yeah, on his next attack roll. That's right. Okay.
because he hit him with the-
Remind myself of that one.
Like, I know there's other paladin things that I can do, but
You already blew through your action and your bonus action. So,
Yep.
all right, that'll finish your turn. Top of the third round. Pia, you are up with Goth on deck.
Okay. So I can't move as in moving around, right? Can I still move my fingers and toes?
Can't you move?
We said I
I
had.
said you move half movement,
Oh, so I can still move. Excellent. Perfect.
but you're blind.
Mhm.
You can only move half your movement.
Yes. This does not say, this spell doesn't say I have to do a point that I can see, a point of your choosing. And I'm going to choose right by where
Boy,
the,
that's vague.
right where the guy was, which is basically right where that door is. So I'm
Okay.
going to cast snowball storm again.
Skillock
Ow.
Snowball Storm.
There.
Okay, and that's an area of effect, right?
5 feet.
Okay.
Ow.
No, if I'm doing it on the door, it's him and those 2 on the other side of the door should be, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll the hit.
It's a dex save.
Oh, that's right. It's a deck save. So roll for the priest.
And I'm going to turn it into
That
fire.
will fail. I'll roll for the 2 zombos, the undead. They will fail as well.
Yay! I'm turning into fire damage again because I can.
Okay.
Okay, that's 3d6. Aw, that's terrible damage. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 points of fire damage. They're staggered, but still on their feet.
Cool,
as far
cool,
as you can hear.
I can't see where to move the cube, but I just kind of want to shift it over.
Okay.
So
It goes that
Yeah.
way on accident.
shift it over to where I saw the zombies going before
Sure.
I was blinded.
Yeah.
So can I do that and then roll a d4?
Yep.
Cool. What is it now? Oh, it's a different thing. So it's a 2.
Oh dear, what's a 2?
It's a 2. It says, look at the flowers appear all around, and each creature in the cube must succeed a saving throw, or be blinded until the start of your next turn, as the flowers spray them out.
I think the undead are immune to the blind effect. Let me double check.
But it's spraying water in their eyeballs. Or they're non-existent.
They don't have eyeballs. They have eye holes. They have a
That's
hole.
true.
Well, I'm sure some of them have a singular eyeball falling out attached to a retina.
What did you think? I like them.
I like them too.
Is there a save?
Is it
Yes, sir. It's a dexterity saving throw.
Undead can be blinded by any blindness effect that is not a save or. Hold on.
so blindness does work on them?
But it can't be a saving throw.
Hold on,
that
I
they
gotta-
have.
It's a dex save.
Yeah.
I'd laugh more if you threw the big cube on the big dude. that
No,
they
it says here
want.
they can be blinded and deafened.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now the question is Fox Love in the area of protecting the cube?
I can't see where it's going. I
I
shifted it
know.
over 10. I just
I know.
shifted it over 10.
I would say that you shift it over 10 feet, and it'll get just the 4 that are in the back. Well, no, because it was on the
Mhm.
it was on the platform. So
Probably puts out that blazer too. If it squirts water. But it's not a creature.
The flower doesn't
Because
like
it only moves 10 feet, right?
5, 10.
And it was here.
Mhm.
So it moves basically over this brazier because that looks like it's a 10 feet.
Yeah. So no, I'll
and
say
these 2 or
I-
these 3.
yeah. I'll say it'll be those 3. They are all 3 blinded.
So it's
Yay!
just barely not.
So
me.
they're all frightened and they're all blinded because they didn't take any
Well, yeah,
damage.
those 3 are frightened and blind. One of them's even charmed.
No, I don't. I think the charmed ends because it's now a new effect.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. The charm goes away. So let me pull that off so I don't.
Isn't this just a fun chaotic spell? I just like if I didn't get enough
Very PM. Very PM.
if I didn't get enough tides of chaos, I'm like I gotta take this.
Does that finish your turn?
I still have my bonus action, which I could attempt to disadvantage cast a spell, but since I have myself advantage,
It'd be a straight roll.
yeah. And I didn't roll my because I used Tides of Chaos and then I used Snows, so I have to use the Wild Magic Scale again.
Okay.
So that's 2 things I got to do. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can hit him. Disadvantage, or I guess it's regular.
Disadvantage on you. Disadvantage
So
on
advantage,
cow.
disadvantage, just straight roll.
Disadvantage on you.
17 plus
Disadvantage
7.
on the
Does that
cow.
hit him?
Disadvantage
24
upon
does
your
hit.
family.
Cool. I'm rolling an 8. That's a 5. 5 damage. 5 fire damage. I could use the D10 with the firebolt because I mean, yeah, but I want to get that 8. That's awesome.
Finish your turn.
No, I have to roll the on the wild magic table. This one.
If it turns you into a
This-
potted plant this time.
Okay, that's that was the wrong.
That would be her.
That was the. I had 2
Maybe
of
a
the same
flaming
die.
flower?
That
It would
was
be a
dumb.
flaming potted
I
plant.
need.
Yeah.
I need this one.
It'd be
Okay.
a stun flower, but on fire.
91.
Ooh,
Oh boy, that's gotta be a fun ride, right? I can't
that's
wait.
way.
Are
at
you
the-
bald?
Let's find out.
Again.
Wild magic.
That would be me.
All the way down here. 91. 91. 91. There we go. Yes. Okay. Up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see
No effect. He's blind.
takes 4d10 lightning damage. I can't see.
Damn it!
Nope. No effect.
Damn
Can't
it!
see.
Why did you have to be blind when that one came?
You guys just watch as a harmless cloud of lightning up in the top of the ceiling goes off above her, and that's all it does.
I'm confused.
Dull.
Are they dead?
All right, Goth, you are
I killed them
up
all. I killed
with
them all.
uh, Merryweather on deck. You're currently blind, and you can move half movement.
You have to hit something, or your rage goes away.
Yee.
I think that's.
Oh, did they take that
I
out?
think they might have changed that.
No,
in the
no, it's in
2024
my
rules.
character sheet. I do have to.
Is it?
I do have
I
to
thought they
hit. I
changed
have
that.
to hit something in order to continue raging.
Yeah,
Your
it
rage
might not have to
ends
be a
early
creature.
if you're knocked unconscious or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then. So you either have to take damage or get hit. Or
I'm still blinded. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just
No.
said. How long
So-
are we blinded for?
I
Just
feel
Till the
like my
start of
species
the
would have a
priest's
very.
turn.
I feel like my species has a very good sense of smell.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know. I
The
don't
whole
know if you
room
can
would
smell
smell
much past
dead.
you.
Or the dead bodies
Or the
everywhere
flaming dead bodies.
that are now barbecued corpses.
Mm.
I'm curious. Blindness makes everything dark, right?
You can't
Like
see
I
anything.
can't see it, just blackness. Would my dark vision help
No,
with that?
no.
Okay.
Because it's magical.
Basically, blindness effect is if you attack anyone, you have disadvantage. If you try to cast spells or attack targets that you didn't know where they were before, you wouldn't know where they are.
You can't
Okay.
do
Well,
anything
I know where the corpse on the altar is. It's right next to me to my right.
Yep.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action to stop raging. Because that's in the description. So I can because I'm not gonna be able to hit anything.
You can
Gotcha.
try.
So
You
you're
can
gonna
try.
rage again.
I'm turning off my raging for this turn as my bonus action.
It'll drop automatically
drops
without
automatically.
bonus action if you don't want to.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
instead I'm gonna change my bonus action and instead use my potion of healing.
Okay. Roll your 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, you lose your rage, or you can hit yourself in the face, I think.
Yeah, you can
Nice.
stub your toe.
10 hit points.
Max. Yeah. There you go.
Don't you have the homebrew rule? If you take your action to drink the potion, you get the full health
Yes.
effects too.
Yep.
And that's why each
As
one
my
has a-
action,
Do you have one?
You have two.
I
I
do?
gave everybody two.
Yeah, you have one.
Let me check something real quick.
should I wait?
I'm probably thinking of healing word, but I just
I
want
have
to make
one.
sure.
I don't have to. I won't. But that's fine. One's plenty.
Okay, yeah, no, it's healing. It's never mind. It's a lesser restoration that gets rid of blindness. Okay, what are you doing?
I have a question.
Okay.
42.
The doppelganger. I have 44.
You said you have a question. I just answered 42.
Oh, okay.
It's
The
habit.
doppelganger corpse on the table does first of
He
all.
still hasn't seen Hitchhiker yet. Okay.
Does it count as a creature?
We're watching it.
Counts as an object,
No, so it's not a creature.
not a creature.
Can it be destroyed?
Certainly, you can certainly try to destroy it.
I am going to swing my maul with all my might at the doppelganger.
Okay. It is prone, so you have advantage. You are blinded. You have disadvantage, so it's a regular dice roll to try to hit it.
Where did my d20 go?
Oh no! You just killed the other leader of that town.
That is a natural 20, sir.
I'm going to start making you roll dice.
He's rolling dice.
Rolling
No, he's
dice.
throwing them into the corner of his dice box.
Which rolls them?
That rolls.
I mean, it's not very flat.
Mm-hmm. Natural 20.
Well,
All
here,
right.
no, look. It's second.
Hey,
It's fine.
Oh, I'm just complaining.
you just remember, this is his first time playing D&D. After this campaign, all those D20s are going to dry up.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know.
sure.
I don't know about that. You should ask her about the really rare mount that I got 4 times in a row.
You're still in. The
We're not
first
talking
game.
about that right
What,
now.
MTG?
Final Fantasy 14, we were doing the primal raids, and I
Rachel
got the
just
Nightmare
said we're
Force
not
4
talking
times in a
about
We're
row.
not
that
talking
right
about that.
Why is it upsetting?
I did 103 time raid. He got it done in 3 raids.
Love it.
Very
Yeah,
bad.
he may just have that kind
Luck.
of strange luck.
Why
yeah.
aren't you taking him to Vegas and getting rich?
Yeah,
Just ring the
Well, he
bell.
took me to Saboba Casino, what was it, 3-4 weeks ago, and I turned $20 into 50.
Okay, we went before that, but we also lost money during that time too. So
So, well,
Anyways.
no, technically it was free credit. I got free credit, and then I used cash.
Phyllis is like, I cast tangents.
Okay, so what do I? So it's do I have? I'm assuming in order to strike, I still have to roll.
Yeah, you still roll damage,
And
but
since
it's
I'm
max crit. It's max crit.
Yeah, so 12 plus 8.
It's 20.
20.
And then you
No,
roll
that's-
your dice. Right?
No, sorry, 12 plus.
2d6 is 12
12.
plus 4.
Plus
For
the
the
6
bonus.
from my maul.
Yeah.
The 6 is to hit. The 6 is
Oh,
not
the
damage.
6 is to hit.
Or no, plus 4 plus
Four.
the plus 2 from the radiant damage, and then I throw my 3d6 dice.
2d6.
Well, I'm still raging. So
you don't get an extra D. I think you get a.
Well, no, because I
Plus-
get 2d6 from my maul, and then a 1d6 from my radiant. My
Oh,
divine
your radiant
fury,
effect of your
So
rage.
three
Yep.
3d6 because I'm still raging, so I still have
Plus you
divine
add your
fury.
strength because you're raging.
Oh yeah, +2 from rage as well.
Let's laugh.
6, 7, 9.
So that's 9 plus 18. So
Nine-
that's 27.
27, then +4, which is 31, plus another
You
2.
already did the +4 from the maul damage. So you just have the +2 for the.
No, I took that out of the metric.
Yeah.
Okay, never
So,
mind.
So-
3d6 was 18.
So 20
then plus
27
what he rolled.
27 plus 4 is 31, then 2 from the divine fury, plus that's 33, then the 2 from my raging, which is another plus, so that's 35 damage.
Okay. That will destroy the target.
Yay! Ooh.
I need you and Merryweather and Pia. The ogre will take damage because it's frightened, and that one undead will. I need the 3, not you, but the 3 of you to make dexterity saves, please.
I'm gonna give myself advantage so I can have time to chaos.
And this is dexterity that he can see coming.
And we still
so he
are
gets
blessed,
advantage.
right?
He's
You
blinded.
haven't lost your blessed, right?
Right, he's blinded.
Yeah,
No, I don't
regular
know.
dex
You guys
save.
are blessed.
That's what I'm saying. We're still
But,
blessed. You didn't lose your
add your
concentration,
bless.
right?
Add your bless. Your
Yeah,
D4.
you get your D4 for bless,
Except Merryweather.
except for Merryweather.
Was it con, you said?
Okay,
Dex
for me.
save.
Dex?
Let's see. That is a dirty,
Dirty
20.
20.
Okay, that'll save.
Dirty 20.
That'll save.
Also dirty 20.
What's the point of even rolling? All three will save. Each of you will take half of 8 points of necrotic damage. Take 4 points of necrotic damage.
And you take
The ogre is
2.
no longer
Does that have to
frightened,
go for
and
you?
the one undead at the very back of the pack is no longer frightened.
do you
So they
mean?
each take 4 points.
because of your
Or 8
rage,
points
it gets
of
half for you again. So
What
you
type
only
of
No,
damage?
because it's
I
necrotic
only
damage.
save against bludgeoning, slashing,
Yeah,
and piercing.
you're thinking of Totem of the Bear,
I am
where you
thinking
can
Totem of the Bear.
where you can get.
Yeah.
I think they took that out too. I think because they added the tree, which is way more boss than Totem of the Bear, anyways.
Well, at least
But
they
I'm
added
pretty sure Totem of the Bear is gone
But I
because no one's using it in
sufficiently-
2024.
Can you give me a description of what happened? I know I can't see it, but I want to hear it.
It goes
For
what
those
we-
that can see, the maul comes straight down into the corpse, and as the corpse comes apart, there is a small blackened arcanic stone that was embedded into the corpse. So you inadvertently destroyed the stone at the same time, which caused the necrotic energy to blast outward from the altar, and kind of the necrotic energy bubbled out. But it was you guys managed to kind of like duck underneath it, and even though you're blind as fuck, your roll's still good enough. So
I rolled 12 for my con save on myself.
yep, still concentrating on your spell effect.
Mhm.
All right, that'll finish Goth's turn. Unless you want to move, you can move at a half
Con
movement
save.
if you want.
Concentration check.
Oh, that's right. I have to make that. So,
10 or better.
Goth, you can still move if you want.
30 foot.
Concentration.
You have
movement
15
range.
foot.
Well, no,
Full tap.
I normally have a 30-foot
Right.
moving range,
Yep.
and I move 15.
that is a 17 plus 4, so 21.
I'm gonna
You're
move.
good.
So I'm gonna. So is where am I exactly on the table? How many feet is the rest of the altar in the way I'm facing?
5.
Every square is 5 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna move 5 feet.
5, 10, 15. Or 5, 10, 15.
I'm gonna move so that I'm moving 10 feet towards the wall, and then turn and move 5 feet towards the ogre. Actually, no. I'm gonna move 10 feet towards the wall and turn towards the ogre, from where I remember he was.
Okay, I'm gonna put you right there. Still
Place
blessed and
myself
raging.
firmly between him and Merryweather.
Okay. That'll finish Goth's turn. Merryweather, you are up with the bad guys on deck.
And this one of them over here was not frightened anymore, or more of them were not.
This one took damage, and that one took damage.
So this one's not frightened,
Correct.
and this one's not frightened.
Correct.
Not
So-
that I can really see that because
But they were
I'm,
blind because of one. For this round.
Just that one.
Yeah, just that
He's
one,
blind,
not
okay.
the ogre.
I'm a little mad about the whole spear, the whole ball being thrown at me, so I'm going to guiding bolt him.
Do you still have sacred weapon up?
Yes,
Sacred flame or sacred.
I have
spirit?
sacred weapon.
What's it called?
It's
Spiritual weapon.
spiritual weapon, but yeah, currently I can send it. I was gonna-
Sacred weapon?
I was gonna use my.
Oh,
It's been a while since I've played. It's been a while since I played cleric.
I'm gonna like for my. Can I use my movement to get it to move as well? Because it can move 60 feet.
No, you as a bonus action,
Section.
you can move
Move
it.
it. Okay.
'Cause wielding the sacred or
Little-
spiritual weapon
which
is your
currently-
bonus action.
looks like a little miniature version of her. But no, it's just
That's
I'm a
hilarious.
little mad that he got me with the spear, so I'm going to use guiding bolt.
Oh, and
'cause
I'm
what
technically
did
no
you-
longer raging, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
because that doesn't count as. Although he took damage.
You took damage. You're still raging. What'd you get? Natural 20.
You're gonna be mad. Yeah.
I swear I'm gonna get a bowl of water, and I'm gonna weigh everybody's dice. I'm gonna. I
You've
swear to
seen
God.
me use the same dice
Okay, to be fair,
and roll
I didn't
several
buy- to be
natural
fair.
ones in the same night.
I
You
didn't-
got me most.
I know.
this dice was bought for me by her.
You know what? Fair is fair. So guiding bolt is max damage.
That's a lot.
With critical. So how many dice do you roll?
4. It is 4d6s.
It's not a 4th level spell.
No, it's not. But it says because it would be it was the natural plus 4, but it says 4d6s.
For was it a
For
level
guiding
2
bolt?
spell?
No, it's a level 1.
Level 1 spell is a 4d6.
Yeah, it's a 4d6.
Yeah, at level 2, it's 5d6.
It's 5d6.
Jesus.
So actually,
What is it?
I could use it as a it's a level. I can use it as a level 2 spell, can
You can use it, but you have to state that you're going to
I?
Do it before you
Cast
attack.
it.
you're going to
level 2,
upcast it.
Yeah.
When you
I've
cast
forgotten how powerful that spell is,
Which,
man.
which bolt?
So that's automatically 24. No, it's guiding bolt.
Guiding
bolt.
bolt.
It's
Yeah.
automatically 24 points of damage. And now you roll 4d6 again and add it to the 24.
If only he was allergic to radiant damage.
No, then it'd be double.
Again.
Again.
Jeez. This still might
It's too
kill
bad
him.
it's not an area of effect.
Yeah, it is too bad.
Well, because they're
Karma.
because they're allergic to radiant damage.
They are allergic to radiant damage.
So that
They're allergic
is
to life.
Heal them to death.
as 2
Which you can
6s
do
and
now.
2 3s.
Can you?
Mhm.
Jason
12.
says no.
It's a
18
one of
plus
the new
24 is
Jason says no. He
32
says I can't heal
points.
the undead to death.
I don't remember where it is.
No,
I remember
no.
something
You said
like
you
that
said
when we were-
24 plus 18.
24 plus.
Oh, that's 42 points of radiant damage.
But there's no bonus. There's no plus.
No, there's
I
no
think
plus.
it's a specific spell that can heal you or do damage.
That's a shit ton of damage.
It is. And you watch as the priest takes the guiding bolt straight to the face.
And just melts.
His head just ruptures.
Good job!
There's just like a stump of his neck.
Hits a little firework
He
pop
falls
like
over, and as he falls over, you watch as the first dead guy, the next dead guy,
Oh, I
the next dead guy. No, I said you could find out.
That's a
The
fucker
next
to find
guy,
out.
you watch as the ogre. You get the feeling the combination of the priest and the
And
device
the
being
device.
destroyed. You're now watching as all the undead creatures.
But if this device was still there, it's very possible they would have kept staying.
and down the long corridor,
You just hear paint thudding.
yeah, like as all this all this thudding happens.
No!
You
Shoot fire.
No, no.
you look. There were hundreds of undead coming down the corridor towards the room, and they now fill the corridor. Just great piles of undead.
I
I-
really did not like that shuttle ball.
I
being thrown
shot-
at me.
I shoot magic missile at some of the ones that are just
I mean,
about
I
collapsing,
dusted two of them.
just so I can get my tides, so I can get my chaos to go off again.
Okay,
So I'm gonna roll it again. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see what I get.
I want to roll the body.
There are a lot of bodies.
There's a lot of
Yeah, but
bodies.
the gloopy bodies don't matter.
The gloopy.
Yeah, the ones that
gloopy?
came, the ones that came, spawned randomly out of the
You know,
It's
just
not
for
chameleon.
entertainment, I want the
Changeling?
little spirit.
So does
thing
this mean the
to
combat's
mimic
over?
Whatever
Yeah.
you're doing.
Out of
it's
initiative.
mimicking too.
Does the blind? Does
It
the
says I can
blind?
take another action
Blindness
this
and
turn.
Blindness will go away. As
I would
well.
like to investigate the ranger's corpse. 'Cause
Okay,
it
so
should
you're
still
heading
be there,
over
right?
to the Rangers' remains. So give me
I'm-
investigation on that
I'm
one.
looking at the wizard's remains.
The priest. Okay,
The priest.
give me an investigation roll on that. What are you two doing?
Well, I did the thing so I could do my magic search thing, right? It says I can take another action.
That will be so. Investigation for me will be a 19.
Okay,
I want the crazy. Anyways,
17.
17 for you. What are you guys doing?
I want to go through this door he was so insistent
Okay.
on going
So
through.
as you go through the gate's unlocked, because the last thing you did was unlock it,
Nice.
right? So it's already unlocked. You go in, there's
kick his
corpses
head
on the
out of the way.
ground. Yeah,
He said
And
it's
open the door.
flooded. He said it's
yeah. There's
flooded.
nothing to kick,
There's nothing to
unfortunately. It's
kick.
just sludge against the wall.
Kick him in his nuts.
Loopy.
So you're heading off into the other room. What are you doing?
I'm gonna follow her because I just want to see the little miniature follow her too.
So as the two of you follow down the hallway and into the next room, there are just stacks of chests filled with coin. There,
Nice. I dive in.
there's at least it's not Scrooge McDuck. You're gonna take it.
She's gonna try.
You know what? I'm gonna let you try. Give me a deck save as you dive into the pile of coin.
I'm gonna give myself an advantage. And I spell blast and spin on her a minute, right? Okay. A deck save. That's 13 plus 2, 15.
Yeah, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I go unconscious.
Is that all the hit points you had left? So as you come in, there's the unconscious Pia, like
Face
you know,
first.
like in cartoons when a bug splatters against something. You know, the infamous cartoon of the mosquito on the windshield. She's just unconscious and
I'm-
on a pile of coins.
Not saying I'm having a hefty debate. Just be like, should I heal her? Should I not heal her? Should I
Give me
heal
death
her?
save.
Should I not? I'm gonna heal her. I'm gonna use
Natural 20. I counted up with 1 point. That was amazing.
Well, you're stable. No, natural 20. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're conscious. Like you come over to heal her, and then you notice her
They're
little
like that.
wings start twitching, and she pushes up, and her face is all swollen from flat facing into the coin.
So it looks
And
like
she's got
Rachel
round
eats
coin
peanuts.
marks all over her face.
Whoa. That was not as easy as I thought it would be.
As you're searching the ranger, his bow that he never got a chance to use definitely looks probably magical. I mean, it's got a lot. It's very well crafted. The sinew on the bow is coated with like a thin silver dust, so you get the feeling that the bow is magical. He's got a long sword as well. You get the feeling that's magical because as you look at the hilt, it looks like it might be magical as well. The most interesting thing is
What
you
kind of sword?
find
Is it a long sword?
long sword. You find a folded up piece of parchment with a little wax seal on it. You find a potion of heal, and you find 12 gold and 4 silver in his pouch. The two of you are in what feels like a treasure chamber. And there's so much coin and so much wealth in here that it's overwhelming until you start noticing that the markings on the chests are guildhouse markings and merchant markings and caravan markings.
It's like
You get-
finders keepers, right?
You get the feeling that the wealth of the caravans that have been pillaged over the course of many months are in this room, which definitely connects him to whatever plan that has been going on around here.
Oh no!
Oh
Oh
no!
no!
Like, you guys watch this Pia and Merryweather come out of the hall. Hallway.
And coins are dripping out of me.
They're like the evil dude in Return of the, in the Battle of Five Armies.
I believe I'm twice the size I normally am, so maybe I'll carry even more. But
Yeah, instead of 5 coins, you're carrying 10 coins. You start rummaging through the dead priest's body. You find a fully discharged wand. You're not sure what it's capable of, but it's definitely discharged. You find a ring on his left hand. He's got 12 gold
he
and
was
4 silver
married.
in his pocket.
not anymore.
You find his priestly book of chaos. You also notice that he's wearing a mask of Mask of Minor Illusion, which, as you pull the mask off,
Did we
you
catch the- Father Bernard?
realize it's Father Bernard
Yeah, we killed him.
from the keep, realizing that he was in charge of all this.
We knew it.
You guys watch as Goth breaks open the message that he finds on the Ranger. It is a message to the false keeper of the keep to begin the rebellion this morning.
Oh no, how sad.
I didn't know we not gonna miss this money.
As you guys stuff your pockets, take the gear.
Oh hell
We're
no!
gonna-
I'm gonna just dump the lantern.
Yeah, the lantern. It's getting treasure shoved into it.
You watch as a shit bucket comes out. You watch as books come out.
Apples.
Yeah, apples,
peaches.
lots of
I'm
rotten and
currently
half-eaten
eating those
fruit,
apples.
which fills up the shit bucket.
We're gonna.
Luckily, it's full of jelly beans.
This is the time to finally retire. Just
And-
Can we get
retirement's
can
not
we
in
get
the basket.
the casks of treasure and stuff into the lantern?
I would say if you spent the entire day putting all of just the coins in there, you could probably get all the coins. Which then brings up the question, do you really want Pia sleeping and living amongst a giant pile of coins? Does
Yes.
this feel right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it just coins?
Well, yeah, it's all coins. It's all the rated wealth of the
Pia would be
caravan
a
and
dragon if she
everything.
wasn't a fairy.
I mean, I can quite literally hold up to 1,000 pounds, and currently I'm only carrying 30.
Right.
So yeah, you could carry a chest or two if you wanted to. Question is,
But we don't want people to see us carrying a chest or two. So
there
if
is
we put
that.
it in the lantern, they can't see. It just looks like a hobo lantern.
With the fairy in it.
With a fairy.
Yeah.
It's a
So you
fairy
guys are
containment
piling all the coins into the lantern.
lantern.
Pia,
Yeah.
you're concerned about the helmet getting lost amongst all of this chaos.
Oh no, we
I'm
make
wearing
sure
it.
that we have the helmet.
I'm
Okay.
No.
You're wearing the helmet?
Yeah.
Give me a charisma save if you would,
Of course.
please.
I'm no longer blessed at this point, huh?
Correct.
Correct.
And I already used Tides of Chaos.
Correct.
This could be great. Charisma save?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, but I can use that inspiration that I never used during the fight.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. 14 plus 3, 14, 15, 16, 17 plus 7 for 24.
24. You hear the voice in the helmet.
Yeah.
Hey, Pia,
Hey, yeah.
you and your friends want to see something cool.
Always.
So you say yes to him saying that?
I always want to see something cool.
You guys are immediately swirled with magic.
God, he was going to do something cool.
But we have all the treasure.
In the lantern, and all of you disappear. And you're gone. Finish.
I killed us.
Oh no, you're not dead. But that's where we're gonna finish.
sure
You
it's
literally
worse.
just Baldur's Gate 2'd us. Literally no dark, you know, that and
Huh?
the Dark Alliance
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah.
Can
Yeah.
I have a magical moment where it's like just the last moment my tortoise burst in?
Oh
Rolled in
no,
there.
no, no, no. That tortoise is going to retire out in the fields, wondering what happened to the dead body of Merryweather.
Yeah, and our horse is
So,
gonna die. And
that will
cave back
finish.
there.
And my badger and your hawk.
So that'll
the
finish
badger
the
and hawk aren't
18.
Tied up. The horse is tied up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the horse.
The horse is
Oh,
going to die. We always kill the horse.
So do we by chance get a level up?
You can level your characters up to level 5 in case we
Ooh.
use them for future
Cool.
adventures, depending on what the helmet and Pia decide as an outcome.
I mean,
So
yeah.
this wraps up the finale for Team A. You two
I
can
rolled a 7 coin.
join us if you want next week. I leave it up to you. But Team B will be in the midst of a revolutionary uprising within the keep.
If you
In
guys
the
wanna
next
play
adventure.
one of our other characters,
No,
you guys can play.
here's a great idea. Okay, they both have 2 characters they haven't played that they built just in case they
Yeah,
died.
that's true.
They could totally join us in for that.
Sure, you guys can do that instead.
Playing 2 characters at once, isn't it?
We'll see how that goes. Because I may or
Well,
may
you
not
don't have.
No, you don't have to play 2 characters.
Yeah, you don't. have to
No,
play
I was
two.
thinking I might have plans next week. That's fine.
That's fine. Either way. And then after the B team gets wrapped up for their finale next week, on I want to say, let's see, the 21st. We're a couple weeks behind schedule. I wanted to do it sooner, but we'll have to. On the 21st, we will be playing a 4-part adventure called The Grimoire of the Unseen, where we play medieval Cthulhu style for
I will
4 sessions.
find
So
these
session
balls
1
and
will
take
be
them all
creating
over.
characters
You
and
just roll one more
doing our backgrounds and everything, and then we'll launch. I wrote an adventure about how the Gutenberg press comes into existence, and let's just say a lot of demons and other things are involved, and it
If
should
the
be
Gutenberg press must be a good thing, why is there demons involved?
well, it said that the proliferation
Proliferation.
Of information.
Proliferation.
proliferation of information and reading became very widely used throughout the world, which was seen to be the downfall of the religious state and the monarchy, because the genteel and the normal serfdom could now learn how to read.
The more you know.
So I wrote a little fun adventure around that. So on the 21st, we'll be creating characters for the Grimoire of the Unseen. We'll do a 4-part journey for that, which should coincide when we go to war once that one's done. And then we'll be on a break, and then we'll start planning our new Monday campaign and decide what we're going to do from there.
Fair enough.
Whether we
Takes
do Faerun, whether we do Exandria,
Or we do the second half of this one.
or if we decide to turn this into another campaign as well, possibly.
Because whatever
So-
happened to Kevin Bacon?
I don't know. I'm
Well,
enjoying
we might find that in
characters,
Team
so-
B.
They're
because
fun
I like the
characters.
fairies.
Yeah.
still in that
Yeah.
town.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Don't forget, be safe, be kind, and by all means, please play a game.
Yay!
Good night, everybody.
We got done so early.
How do I?
9:40.
What do we get for level 5?
But depends on the person.